Hey there, Trekkers and Trekkies. So, it is another book review, part of the playlist, but it's also kind of a follow-up to a video that I did a while back where we looked up the first edition of the Star Trek Encyclopedia, talked about how it came out in 1993, that it had, the information from original series and Next Generation, and only a little tiny bit. It had like the first 14 episodes of Deep Space Nine, as well as all of the movies up to that point, which had just been the first six. They then did a second edition in '96 that did the movies up to First Contact, had the first couple of seasons of Voyager. At that point, it had up to, I think, season 4 or 5 of Deep Space Nine. Well, I haven't got version 2. What I have gotten, and of course, then there was version 4, which came out back in 2019, I think it was. That is the big double edition that now to try and get one online costs $800. And still, somebody wants to buy one of those and send it to me so I can do a review. That would be fantastic. I would love that. Feel free to reach out and reach into your wallet and send me your your encyclopedia. I'm gonna turn into a preacher apparently. So this is from 1999, the third edition of the Star Trek Encyclopedia, a reference guide to the future, update and expanded edition. They added 128 pages of the latest Star Trek info. Still, the Okudas. We got Debbie Mirek. I think, pretty sure that, yeah, Doug Drexler, still involved. For some reason, his name's not on the front cover. Don't know why. Must have had a fight or something. He was doing the illustrating for a lot of this stuff. So we're not going to spend a whole terribly amount of time on this because, like I mentioned, the first edition, all the pictures and everything inside were black and white. Well, obviously, you can see straight off that this edition, starting in the second edition, they did this. But this is the third edition. We've got full color photos. We've got diagrams of ships. We've got star maps. We've got uniform and costume directories. This is just the page on the Bajorans. Now, one thing that was a little bit off-putting about this edition, just to be completely honest, when they did the second edition, they did incorporate all of the information into the body of the encyclopedia, meaning that they actually, if they had, they needed to add more information to Captain Picard, they simply went into the Captain Picard section and added to it. With this one, they actually, again, really awesome pictures. We're going to flip back through a little bit here. They added all the new information to the back. Meaning, this bit is the new stuff. So, it meant at this point, because this would have come out after, the second version came out around the same time as Star Trek First Contact. So this book would have come out after Star Trek Insurrection, meaning that all of the information, in fact, that's this article right here about Hara Adeslo. That's a character from Star Trek Insurrection that they didn't go back and put him in the A's of the regular book. They just added it back here, which of course it also means that for all of our regular characters, like Ensign Harry Kim, This is the supplemental section here that they have added for the 2 seasons of Voyager that had happened since they had written the previous edition. I do think that this does have everything up to the end of... Yes, it does mention what you leave behind. So it does cover everything of Deep Space Nine all the way up to the finale. As well as Star Trek Insurrection. And this would have gotten everything through probably at least season 6 or 5 of Voyager. I'm not going to bother with getting too deep into it. Yeah, see, here's the deal on Ruafo from Insurrection. But like I said, it's got a lot of really cool stuff with the graphics. All the full color pictures is great. You get pages like this where you get a whole bunch of stuff on Klingon outfits, ships, weapons. You know, they do that with a whole bunch of them. There's a section like that for the Romulans. Hopefully we'll hit that, because I'm just going to kind of flip through randomly. We're going to look at a few things, and then we'll be done, because this is, like I said, this is just more of a follow-up. This is actually kind of cool. It has a breakdown of how the Picard maneuver is actually performed. This was done in the 2nd edition that they added that graphic, which is kind of nice. The Pike City Pioneers, the baseball team. Here we have the list of planets. Got more ships, stuff about that. Got a whole section on the Q and the section of the Q. It's a confusing statement to try and make. And then there's a section on the character of Q. Why do I even bother? But let me... Oh, this is kind of cool. It does have pictures of some of the rooms. Like here's astrometrics on Voyager. Of course, that was a new thing that had to be added. And oh, yeah, here's the section on Vulcans with all of the costumes for that. And I'm actually might be mistaken. Maybe that's the back here. No, that's actors. Where is it under starships? Yeah, here we go. That we actually get some really cool graphics of the starships there. But we also got stuff like the Springball Court. There's just a lot. So, this is, like I said, it's the updating to the 2nd edition that was where they added a whole ton of stuff for the 2nd edition, actually. And then this was just updating, adding a little bit more, which of course then they didn't do again for, what is that? They went from 99 to 2019, so 20 years, basically, of not doing any updates. So by the time that's the reason that it expanded to a double book. But if you haven't got one of the Star Trek encyclopedias, you should absolutely go check one out. See if it's something you'd want to have around the house. And if you've got that double edition from the 50th anniversary a few years ago, then you should totally, send that my way. Or not. I'm just having some fun. So anyways, I hope you take care of yourself. I hope I will see you again next time. So go out and make something. If you enjoy my videos and want to see more, please like, share, subscribe, and ring the bell icon. If you want to support me, you can find me on Patreon or go over to Zazzle for prints of my artwork, t-shirts, and other cool stuff. If you're still here, why? Do you want to jam out?